Oh, there it is. Okay, report to the cloud.
Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Activate and Thrive in 2025. My name is Courtney Watkins, and I'm joining you tonight with my friend, Ashley Locklin. Let's see if we can get these slides going. And Ashley and I have recently started working together, and we both have a background in network marketing. So if this is your first time seeing network marketing or LifeVantage, you are not alone. I was with a former skincare company. I was a hairstylist. And it was just one of those things that worked really streamless together. Like I had clients in my chair, I was recommending skincare. Well, what I did not know is that I have been practicing for years for LifeVantage, and it just was not on my radar. And when I went through breast cancer in 2017, I was like a deep dive researcher. And my doctor at the Cancer Research Center, she was like, Courtney, I've never seen anyone go through cancer the way that you do. And it was because of research. So some of these things that LifeVantage has research on, I was like, yes, I have seen that. But surprisingly, the thing that LifeVantage is known for, oxidative stress, I had never heard of. So when Ashley came into my life last month in December, she came in for a reason that probably a lot of you are here, our MindBody System or GLP-1, if you've heard of that. Now, with her having experience in the industry, the word on the street, Ashley, with you was that you had sworn off network marketing. You were like, never again, I'm not going to do that. So if you guys know someone in that situation, like Ashley, you are going to relate. And I know sometimes a little bit about it can feel a little exhausting. And the way that her and I grew up in the industry was like a big time hustle culture. It was like hustle and grind and goals and like all of those types of things. And I do want to say up front with LifeVantage, we are life in the fast lane right now. But like, I love life in the fast lane. If I'm on the freeway, you better believe I'm in the fast lane. Like that's where I belong. So I have a need for speed. I love where we're at right now. We're moving really fast. But this culture and community is extraordinary. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. So Ashley and I got on a three-way call when she was looking at MindBody, and I started going over what we are doing, and we were just going back and forth how we relate with the hustle culture and growing up in that. And Ashley, you were an immediate yes. Coming from a top 10 Beachbody company, you left at the peak of your career. She's built an incredible branding company. She has 4 little kids. Anytime we're voice texting back and forth, you can hear the kids or they're in her pictures or her videos. But I want you to meet her and hear her story, because not only is she having phenomenal results with the products, she's having incredible results with this business. I think you're currently #1 enroller in the entire US market. So she's out there crushing it. Follow her on social media. But Ashley, I want to hear from you. Like, what did you see about LifeVantage? What was it that you were like, yes, I want to be a part of this?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. But you can't see me, correct?
I can see you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think anybody could see me, but okay, great. So yeah, like you said, I was drawn just for the weight loss. And then the call with you, you told me all about Protandim. You told me how it was on an ABC primetime special. You told me what it actually does. You told me about your history with network marketing. And I was honestly like, okay, I will do this and I will share my link to anybody else who wants to try it. And it was not going to be, I did not go into this thinking like, I'm going to go full throttle. I was like, oh, I'll just share my link occasionally. And then once I really met more people in the company, I came to Utah, I met you, I met the executives, and then I started using the products. On day 1, I ordered my package before, while the MindBody System was on back order. So I got Protandim first, and I took that before I took anything else. And literally within hours, I felt like a whole new person. Normally, I'm drinking 4 cups of coffee a day. That day, I was like, I don't need any more coffee. I had 1 cup, I was done. And that was the first time in, like, I'm talking probably since I had my first kid 9 years ago. Like, oh my gosh, I just felt like a new person. I came back to life. And then I started the MindBody System. And now I'm like, I need to tell everybody and their mother about this. So I have not even been talking for the past 5 years. I've only been talking about business coaching and creating your own offers and digital marketing. And I haven't talked about weight loss, health, wellness, any of that for 5 years. And I started this in December and was like, I don't want to talk about digital marketing at all. I've had so many people message me and be like, why aren't you talking about your own offers anymore? I'm like, no, I'll talk about them in a while. But right now I need to tell everybody and their mother about this because it has just changed so much for me.
And isn't that what network marketing is? It's like you would tell someone about this regardless if this was your business or not, right? It's like we always say, if you love a restaurant or a movie or whatever and you're recommending it, and that's what I'm seeing in your stories, and it's just so authentic. So I'm going to back up just a little bit with this disclosure because we're going to share your phenomenal results and your husband, Sean. But what I want to disclose ahead of time is that we are not making any claims. We don't cure, mitigate anything with any diseases. And also with weight loss, like each person's story is so unique. So this is just like an overall view. We have seen all different journeys. And of course, we're going to highlight our own stories and some of our favorite friends' best examples as well. But with LifeVantage, the common question for us was like, what is LifeVantage and why have I never heard of it? And I know Ashley's getting the same thing because we look at these products, they're so beautiful, phenomenal. And what LifeVantage, this is the differentiator that I want you to write down or put in the chat, is one word: activation. And I did not even know that activation existed. I was doing my best, like most of you probably, at the local warehouse store. And I'm just picking up my vitamins when they have it right when you walk in, right? Just putting it in my giant shopping cart with the membership, including my collagen and my omegas. And I discovered LifeVantage activation story, and I deep dived so far into this. So if you guys want to do the same thing I do, the first step I'm going to tell you is PubMed.gov. Go look oxidative stress. Okay, it's basically the root cause of everything, and that is our flagship product. The biggest differentiator with LifeVantage, like Ashley talked about, the Protandim, the little yellow pill, the little yellow activator. This is who LifeVantage is, and this is where it comes from. Now, like most of you, like me, I was basing my supplements off of price and packaging, right? And I was not basing it off of science. So when you start looking into Protandim, it is backed by real science, proven studies, third-party validation, as well as 7 patents. So when Harvard, Stanford, American Heart Association, Ohio State is doing research on this product, I'm like, okay, let's throw everything else out and do this one thing. So just keep that in mind. If there was one thing that we want you to get in your mind today, is the little yellow activator and how powerful it is. Now, to me, the activated liquid collagen was the hero product of LifeVantage. I was introduced to this company when this collagen came out. And at the time, my hair was devastating. Like I had mentioned, a former hairstylist. As a breast cancer survivor, I did the penguin cold caps and like froze my head and kept my hair. When they told me I was having chemo for a year, I'm like, am I going to lose my hair? That was my first question. And they're like, yes. So I'm like a hair girly, okay? And so my hair got really sad, Ashley. This was like the way that the universe is joke. My hair was all breaking off and it was short and I was so sad. My hair friends were sending me all the links to the collagen and nothing was working. And I discovered LifeVantage and I started taking these 2 things and I was getting compliments on my skin within 2 weeks. And I am seeing Ashley's full body glow up. So that's where we want to introduce you to this full system. And we're going to get into the superstar in a minute. But these 2 products, they work synergistically together. And like I mentioned, we're a science company. So when you look at the activated liquid collagen, it's the first and only proven collagen in the world that activates your own collagen. It activates, maintains, and replenishes the collagen that you have. I'm sure a lot of you guys know your body starts breaking down collagen. You're not remaking it. Well, this actually turns your cells on to say, let's start making that and ramping it up. And that's why the results are so demonstrable. It has 10 different types of hydrolyzed liquid marine peptides. But if you are like me and you're busy on the go, this is why I can take this product so consistently. It's in one package, so you just can grab a bottle and go, and it also tastes phenomenal. Ashley, how did you feel about the experience of these 2?
I am obsessed with the collagen. To me, it tastes like tart cherry. So I always have it after a meal as like a little sweet treat. Like it's my dessert now. And I look forward to it all day. But it is so adorable. It is like rose gold, as you know. But I remember when I first got it and was like showing it to my audience. And I was like, look, it matches my office. I don't know if you can see behind, but I'm like a rose gold girly. So, okay, like I just am obsessed with the collagen. And honestly, I've been using it for a month, and I think you're going to show my before and after photos. I don't know what you're going to show yet, but I have one in like a bathing suit, and my cellulite has been reduced so much, and I swear it's from the collagen.
Oh, absolutely. It's the leg pictures for everyone. And I'm now 42. And so I'm like, absolutely, yes, I want that. Also the arms and everything that goes along with the collagen. I love that it's so on brand for you. I feel the same way. It's like my little bougie treat. And so now we're going to get into like, this is really the celebrity of LifeVantage. And this is the reason why I think the opportunity to partner as an affiliate or a business right now. I've been telling everyone I know, do not miss this, because look at these statistics on this MindBody system. We had 200 times the web traffic, okay? For this launch in Kansas City, it launched on October 11th, and we literally sold out in 13 days, okay? A 5-month supply in 13 days. And we have been on back order. Ashley came in and was like, yes, sign me up with this product on back order. And so this month is the first time that we have had this back in stock on our websites since October. And it has been flying off the shelves. Ashley can relate to that. And you guys, we're getting ready for a massive global launch. So if you're watching this in another country, it is coming. So stay tuned. Some of them in March and April, and it's going to continue on. So we just want to drive home the mantra of who we are in LifeVantage. And basically our products are created to help your body make it up on its own. So we love the hashtag take it to make it. So you take something so that it activates your body to make the antioxidants, the proteins, the enzymes, the GLP-1 on your own. And so it's really phenomenal. And that's why we all know our bodies can utilize what is our own tools inside of us better than something that we're taking synthetically, which is why these results are so phenomenal. So Ashley, I'm going to just turn this over to you now to go into your knowledge with the GLP-1 and a little bit of your story. So I'm going to just keep kind of sliding through. You just chat GLP-1. I know a lot of people were like, what is GLP-1? They thought it was a synthetic. They thought it was a name brand. And when we found out this is the hormone that your body naturally produces, we're like, okay, give us the natural stuff. So Ashley, go ahead and just dive in, and I'm going to scroll through.
Okay, so GLP-1 controls mood. I think a lot of people don't realize that, but it also, it not only influences your hunger, your cravings, digestion, but mood. And when I tell people that, they're like, wait, so I can actually lose weight and be happy? And I'm like, yes, I've had so many of my customers. Literally, I shared a screenshot of multiple people saying, why am I not so depressed? Like, why do I feel happier? And I'm like, it's not just you. That is literally a byproduct of increasing your GLP-1 because that's what it does. So GLP-1 sends messages from your stomach to your brain and from your brain to your stomach saying like, hey, you're full, you don't need to eat anymore. Or you know what, you really want a salad. You really need a vegetable girlfriend. Or no, you don't need anything. And it also slows down digestion. Now, what's interesting is even though it slows digestion, I have IBS, and I think a lot of people have stomach issues. I think most of the people that I've sold this to have stomach issues. And so I was really scared to start this, honestly, because I heard that some side effects were bloating and gas. And I was like, oh, great, I already have so many issues. I don't really need any more, but I'm desperate to lose this weight. And so I started it, and it works along the gut axis. It works in various parts of your gut as well as your colon. And so it works to actually heal your gut. And day one, I felt like with Protandim, I started Protandim, and then I didn't start the GLP-1 until a week later when I got it. Day one, I noticed that my IBS symptoms were like almost gone on day one. And on that day, I ate a lot of cruciferous vegetables that normally cause me excruciating pain. So I'm someone who I can eat pizza and French fries and wings and not have any stomach pain. But if I eat a vegetable, oh my gosh, like I am just bent over in pain, clearing rooms with gas. It's terrible. So on day one of taking the GLP-1, I took the full 4 scoops. I was like, I'm going all in. I don't like that they tell people to ease into it. I'm like, go all in. And I had cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all on day one, and had no gastrointestinal distress, which normally I would be like down for the count for days after eating those things. So it has done just wonders for my gut and digestion, but also my energy, mood. And also, I think it's a combination with Protandim and the GLP-1 system, the MindBody system, is that I've said this a lot, is that I feel like somebody wiped off my front windshield. Like I can see clearly now, like the brain fog is gone. So I have 4 children. I had 4 kids in 6 years and breastfed all of them. And so for the past 9 years, I have literally had back-to-back pregnancies and been breastfeeding for 9 years and pregnant. So I'm like, my hormones are out of whack. I'm exhausted. And I started this and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have such clarity. I can think clearly, even though I'm still sleep deprived. So I just cannot say enough good things about this, which is why Courtney said, I don't know if that's true if I'm the number 1 enroller, but I am just like, I will tell everyone and their mother about this. But anyway, so the MindBody system, it doesn't just, make you not hungry. I think that's what's important to realize, that the biggest thing for me is that it is making me crave healthier vegetables. And I literally just got a text from my sister-in-law and she was like, F vegetables, why do I want them so badly? Like, because both of us are very similar. We love food. We don't like healthy foods. We're not salad girlies. And we started this, and now I am like literally in my kitchen at 9 o'clock at night eating arugula, where that's when I would normally be in the kitchen eating sugar cookies. So I started this in December, when a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to start it now because it's the holidays and I'm going to be eating. And for me, I wanted to test it over the holidays. I was like, this is the ultimate test, because I love sugar cookies. And I did a lot of stories telling my story to my audience. And I think this is what has helped me make so many sales. But in December, me and my kids would bake cookies, and then I would literally eat, like I'm talking big sugar cookies. I would eat 6 of those a day, plus Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. Who loves those? Because I'm obsessed. I was eating 1 to 2 Christmas tree cakes a day, plus a bunch of sugar cookies. So like the beginning of December, I was just, and that's how I would operate all of December normally. So I saw my friend talk about this and I was like, okay, we're going to put it to the ultimate test. I'm going to take it. And if I don't want all of these cookies and cakes, then it works. So I started taking it on December 16th. And that, like literally day 1, sugar cravings gone. You can see, oh, there's me. That's my before and after right there. That's only 25 days, guys. Like, can you look at my neck? I don't know if you can see my neck and my thighs. Like, obviously my stomach, that's like an obvious. My arm, what? I actually took my measurements today and I've lost 11 inches and 7 pounds in 30 days. Like, and I haven't even tried. So I'm a chronic dieter. I've tried every diet, and I hate dieting because I have no willpower. And every night I'd be binging cookies and Christmas tree cakes, being like, tomorrow I'll start. And it never worked. And then even this summer, I turned 40 in July. And then I was like, okay, I got to get my act together. I'm going to lose weight. So I started walking 10,000 steps by 10 a.m. By 10 a.m., my goal was to hit 10,000 steps. And I was eating healthy. I was exercising, like eating healthy, but really I was eating a lot of food, and then obviously having sweet treats at night. Like I'm somebody who needs a sweet treat after every single meal. So those add up. When you have 3 sweet treats a meal a day, you're like trying to be healthy. So anyway, I didn't lose any weight. Okay, I started this in August. Not this, but I started my like healthy initiative in August and actually gained weight. And I'm not talking like where you gain weight, but you lose inches. No, like nothing happened. My hormones were out of whack. I'm now in perimenopause, getting older. And I'm like, I was just so frustrated because I have never worked so hard in my life to actually gain weight in inches. Like, I just don't know what happened. So that's why when I saw my friend talk about this GLP-1 activator, I was like, I'm sold. Give it to me right now. I asked no questions. I was like, I don't need to see the research. I don't care if it works. I just knew that I wasn't going to spend $1,500 on Ozempic, which I had been thinking of doing. Like, I was getting desperate. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to like get one of these synthetic shots. So when she told me that this is, all natural, it's an activator, I was like, I'm sold. Like, I have no questions. I'm in. So anyway, I started this in December and immediately sugar cravings gone. By day 3, I had a terrible headache because of the sugar detox, which I didn't even realize that I went from eating so much sugar in a day to not eating any sugar and not even wanting it. And so this was Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. My son's birthday was last week. So we've had so many holidays and I didn't show up like, I can't eat that. I'm on a diet. I'm watching. I have said no to nothing. I have eaten whatever I wanted, but what's amazing is that I don't want the foods that I normally would want. And if I do take a bite of them, like literally all I need is a bite. And then I'm like, okay, I've had enough. My son's birthday cake, normally his birthday's on January 6th. And normally I get a whole sheet cake for his birthday. And then I eat it all week long. I'm eating that cake. And this time I took literally one bite of his cake and was like, this is too sweet. I cannot do it. And I threw out the cake. Like, this is the first time in my life. So yes, it works. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that it just makes you crave healthier foods and get fuller faster. So I say it is magic. I don't want to like make that claim like, it's a miracle, but it is. It is, Courtney, you know it.
It is. When I first started following you, Ashley, you were all about the Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah.
Like, that was like on brand. So I think of you now with the Christmas tree cakes. Mm-hmm. And that is what I was saying when I experienced it too. Like, my husband's always told me, you need to eat more protein and stuff like that. And when you're trying to be healthy, and so you should eat those things, or you go to the grocery store and like buy all the fruits and vegetables, but then you end up throwing them away because they rotted in your fridge. I don't know, it flips this switch that your body craves those things, at least for me. And Ashley, when I saw this side by side, I just want to like really drive home, your jawline is snatched. And I've seen TikToks about like the gua sha, and like, look at this. Like, okay, someone could suck in. I know we can't suck in back fats, but the jawline and the legs and and if you watch her reel from today, her jeans, this is me in the left over here. And you guys, I had no idea I had those back rolls. I was living in denial. Like, some people might be the other way, that no, I did not know. I've been hiking all summer. I've been at my parks, like in my sports bra, the water park. I had no idea. I mean, I joke what the back of my hair looks like is none of my business, but apparently what the back looked like too was none of my business. So this has been so much fun, because what you guys should know is, like, for me, I did end up losing 5 pounds, and I haven't lost pounds in years. Like, Ashley, like, I've done stuff, I've tried, but I'm not going to work that hard. I just call it like the lazy girl way. I'm not going to do that much, even though I do go to the gym every day. But the body composition is what happens with GLP-1. And I've seen this a lot with my customers and my consultants, that they say, I haven't lost any weight, but my husband asked me what I did, or I'm start fitting into my jeans, or I did my measurements. And so while I know when you start on other weight management programs and things, you think, they send a tape measure and you're like, I'm not going to measure. So many of us did not measure, because why waste the time? This you want to measure, because when you're activating your cells, when you're reducing oxidative stress, when you're turning on your collagen, when you're activating your GLP-1 and also melting away that visceral fat. So on average in these studies were phenomenal. They blew us away. So when you are seeing on your scroll, like, since you're on this MindBody call, don't be surprised if your phone's listening to you and you start getting ads for GLP-1s, because that's what happened to me. And then I'm wondering, what's the differentiator? Like, this one's, okay, a lot of companies are making claims. This company is making science. So if you want to screenshot this slide, it's just a huge fact They literally took people from off the streets, gave them this product. They knew they were doing a weight loss thing. They gave them the studies or gave them the guidelines. Okay. Just like, we're going to give you at the end for this challenge group. And one of the biggest focus factors, Ashley, was protein, was getting at least 30 grams of protein in the morning. But I really want you guys to know that with this MindBody system, it is actually increasing on average your own body's GLP-1 by 140% on average. Now that is phenomenal. So when there's synthetics that are going in and turning on the GLP-1 and like making it work synthetically, the body is lazy. It doesn't want to keep doing that work after it's not having to, or after someone's driving that home. This is naturally increasing it, and it's helping your body to work optimally. Now, the reason why a lot of our GLP-1s are like going down is like Ashley said, she's given birth. She's done we've had stressful lives. We're most likely not getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. All of those factors start to weigh on our body. And so that's where Ashley's seeing such phenomenal results, is because her cells are working optimally. They're like, hey, we're all systems go. Do not give us all of that coffee. Don't give us that sheet cake. We don't want it. We don't need it. We have everything that we need. And so the visceral fat is actually the dangerous fat. I did not know that. It's like what's surrounding our organs, our hearts, and all of that. So when you're losing up to 27% on average visceral fat, your body is just going to be happier. And that's where Ashley said, people are like, why am I so happy? And I'm like supposed to be on a diet. Well, this is Ashley's husband, Sean, on the far right. And Ashley, if you want to tell us just real quickly about Sean and the choir concert, because that just stood out to me. Like, he has tried to lose weight the harder way, and this way his body just loved.
Yeah, well, we've been dieting. You know, we come from Beachbody, where the colored containers, does anybody know what I'm talking about? So it'll be like, okay, we can only have like this much carbs for the entire day. And we'd be starving every night. We've done cleanses where you can only drink herbal tea and, you know, all the crazy things. So we have done our fair share of struggling, of making it hard, of exercising discipline and willpower. But the difference is with that, it's like we're constantly waiting for the end. It's like, okay, in 21 days, you know, in 30 days, we'll be able to eat again, and then we gain back all the weight. So in November, before we knew about this, my daughter, our oldest daughter, is a cheerleader, and she had a cheer banquet. And my husband went to put on his suit, and it didn't fit. And it was 1 week before the banquet. So he's like, okay, you know, I'm going to diet this week. And he watched, and he lost enough weight to get into the suit. And, you know, then he gained it back. So then we started this in mid-December, and he lost weight like that. And he was like, I cannot believe how easy this is. Like, this is effortless. I wish I had this before the cheer banquet, because I suffered for a whole week. And now I'm just not suffering. And we're eating all the same foods. Like, a great example is we have this amazing dumpling restaurant. We love Asian food. There's this dumpling restaurant. We went there 3 times in December, 2 times before we started this. And then we went after we started this. And we were like, okay, we're getting fuller faster, so let's order half of the amount of food we ordered the last 2 times we came here. We ordered half the amount of food, didn't even finish it. So I keep telling people, like, you can go and eat the foods that you love. You don't have to be on a diet, but you're not going to be able to eat so much that you're then sick and stuffed. And to me, that is just incredible.
That's like one of my favorite things of the way that you've seen so much success in coaching your customers and setting that expectation on your social media, of like setting it up. And you coming from a diet culture, I come from a hairstylist background. I don't know weight loss. I don't know people's habits, and you know them. And so when you spoke to the fact of like, if you're craving the chocolate cake from the birthday party, have some of it. And you kind of give a really good guideline of an expectation that with this, you're not eating everything you want. You did not eat the sheet cake and get those results, right? You are being mindful. And so with this being the mind-body system, connecting the gut-brain axis, I love when you call it the BFF that's on your shoulder, that it's like, we're good, we're okay, like we don't need the cake, or like, let's eat some fruit. But it's being intentional. So you're not in this mode that like you can't have it and I'm on a diet, but you're actually listening to your body and what you want and being mindful that way. So I was saying in the past, like, turns off food noise. My mom's like, it's never turned off the food noise to me. And so saying it quiets the food noise. And she's like, okay, yes, I can see that. Like the food noise is turned down. She's not at work thinking about something that she's going to eat later, or picking up a donut on her way home. And so if you have those, like we have a lot of people that have come from Beachbody on our team recently that are like, I am a binge eater. I come from that background. And that is something that's so new to me. And so I've been so fascinated in hearing these stories. And I think that's one of the reasons why you are also seeing so much success in that community. And even with your sister is like, you're setting the expectation that you're not eating everything that you want. It's not like you're just living the same lifestyle and adding this in. You added this in and then you're making the adjustments along with that.
Yeah, I always like to say though, don't go in this, what I've been telling my people who buy from me, my audience, do not go into this with the mentality of I'm on a diet and I have to eat healthier and I can't have certain foods. Because what that leads to is then binge eating. Because say you want ice cream. And instead of eating ice cream, like, no, I got to be healthy. I got to eat something. So I'm going to eat Greek yogurt with peanut butter. Then you eat that and you're like, okay, I'm still not satisfied. So now I'm going to have a protein bar. Then you eat a protein bar and you're like, well, I'm still not satisfied. So then you eat some fruit and you're like, okay, I'm still not satisfied. And then you eat the ice cream and you binge the ice cream because that's what you wanted. But you now just had 500 plus extra calories trying to satisfy that craving. If you just would have had a few bites of ice cream, you'd been like, I'm good, I'm done. I satisfied that craving and now I'm done. So I try to tell people, if you are constantly in this, like, you have to be an intuitive eater. And intuitive eating, I think, has become a little bit more popular lately. But it's like, you don't want to have diet culture running through your head. Like we've been, especially millennials, we grew up with like our parents, like Weight Watchers and counting points and getting on the scale and all of that kind of stuff. And we really have to undo a lot of what we've been programmed to believe about healthy and unhealthy foods. So I've been saying, like, if you want cake, eat the cake. But I guarantee that after a few bites, you're going to be done. And instead of you eating Greek yogurt and a protein bar and then this and this and this and racking up all these calories, you just have a few bites of cake and then you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm satisfied. So I think that has been huge for me, is just saying, okay, like I can eat whatever I want, knowing that I'm able to control myself now. Whereas in the past, I'd have one bite and that would lead to me eating half the cake. Whereas now I can literally have a bite and be done. And I think this gives us that power, which I think is incredible. And that's something that a lot of us don't innately have, is there's the power to just take a bite. I've always wondered my entire life. I'm like, is this how skinny people, like, I wish I could just be like a skinny person and eat a normal portion and just not want bad foods all the time. And now I'm like, I am one of those people. Like now I understand what it's like to only be able to take a bite of something and be done. So yeah, that's my.
Oh, I love that. Like, it's just amazing how your history of what you've gone through and just, it's led you to this. And being able to have that control is so amazing. And so you guys, we want to tell you about a really cool thing that we've put together in the community of LifeVantage. And this community is so abundant and working together. And our mission right now is to help you discover the type of results that Ashley and I are experiencing for ourselves and so many other people in the company in starting your new year, 2025, in a new way. And so we have this activated weight loss challenge group. And guys, there's a big cash prize on the table for you too. So when we look at these stats, I mean, I was floored when I saw that nearly half of Americans by 2030 are going to be obese, nearly half. So we're here to help those stats and to drive that down the other way. So Activate and Thrive, this is a weight loss transformation extravaganza, like just the lifestyle alone, so much of it. But do you guys see that number that I just posted? $30,000. The top leaders of this company have pulled together our cash and putting this in for you to have a chance to win. So come get activated with us. And then there's a cash prize at the end of the table. Who doesn't want to look hotter? Who doesn't want to be prettier and have that glow up and get richer? I mean, the money's on the table. So let's have some fun with this. So basically, we're paying you to transform your physique. and be a part of this community with us. So it's really easy with these intake forms. There's a couple rules that go along with that. Basically, you have to order by, I think it's December 23rd or a date like that. But basically, you guys get on the MindBody system starting today, order sometime in January, and you'll have a chance to win one of these prizes in male, female, and couples. Some of my friends are in this as couples, and yes, consultants can also be eligible. So if you're going, okay, I know if I use this and it works for me, I'm going to tell other people about it. You can be eligible as a consultant, absolutely. So this is for both, and the stakes are high. So you can have a lot of fun. Like Ashley and Sean are in this together. They're having lots of fun. And also it helps you to keep accountability, right? So here are all of the entry rules. If you want to screenshot this, or whoever invited you onto the call, refer back to them because they will have the customer intake form. They'll have the guidelines, and they also have the Facebook group. Also save this website. I actually saved this to my home screen because this is one of my favorite resources from LifeVantage. The people behind these products, if you can't already tell, they're literal geniuses. When I met the Julie Boyster and the CMO and the VP of R&D, Lisa Barnes, at the airport going to Kansas City for the launch, I'm like, how did you guys come up with this? Like, the top most brilliant people in the world have not found a way to activate your cells the way that LifeVantage has. So we want to challenge you to get in and be a part of this with us, but getting where you fit in. So this is one of the options. Option one is the 2-part system. Option 2 is whichever way, I don't know, these slides are a little bit messed up, but Ashley and I's favorite is this middle, the premium. This is what she's using, but I also love this third because I really can't live without my Axio. It's a brain booster, it's a nootropic, and it seriously activates and awakens. If you have ADHD tendencies, it really helps that focus factor. Like, it just narrows it down. I have like 238 tabs running at all times, and this like narrows that down, right? My kids will look at my phone and be like, why do you have every app open? And that's how I run. This is like my life. So the Axio is such a game changer for me. Those are all customer options. Now let's talk about the business pack. Ashley, you swore off ever doing a company like this again. So just give us a little highlight reel of what you love about this company, and then we'll wrap up the call.
So I walked away from a network marketing company at the peak of my success, not because things are going bad, but because I was just burnt out. And I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I started doing my own thing. And then I got roped back into doing this. As I told you, I found the product and was like, I'm sold on the product. And then my friend was like, oh, well, you could share this. And I was always monetizing. Like, I monetize everything in my life. I have multiple streams of income. And I'm like, well, this will be easy. As I said, I'll just share my link. And then when I learned about the compensation plan, and to get to the highest rank, you only need 2 other people. Whereas the network marketing company I was in, I got to the highest rank and I had to have like 5,000, and it was very stressful. And I was like, 2 people? Like, okay, I'm in. This is very easy. So kind of like the lazy girl approach that Courtney and I love. It's like everything we do is like, I'm tired. Like, I'm 40 now. I have 4 little kids. Like, I need things to be easy. And this is just an easy way to build a new stream of income. And it doesn't require so much gripping and stress and qualifications and all kinds of craziness. And I've been having so much fun climbing the ranks and not even realizing that I'm climbing the ranks because it's just so easy to climb the ranks by sharing the product. So I'm loving it.
I'm so happy. We love having you here. And literally, this is like the hidden gem. I think someone called it like the unicorn dragon. It's so unique. So again, refer back to the person that invited you to this call or this video and talk to them more about the details on that. And let's get you in on this challenge. You do need to join by the end of December. And some of the really cool resources is you get this beautiful guide, you get this support. We're doing weekly giveaways as well as the cash prizes at the end. Just like we mentioned, we're ditching the diet culture. This is not your mom's weight loss system. This is not what we were born on. This isn't what Ashley went through in her other company, okay? But we do want to challenge you. You're going to take pictures. We always recommend, of course, getting movement, move your body, feel good, be intentional, whatever that might look like, and imagine the possibilities. Ashley and I are both big manifestors. And so we've got our vision boards up. She posted her pictures today of like the end of the year. But we really think the sky is the limit right now. And if you can imagine what the GLP-1. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's going to continue to be. It was the number one prescribed drug last year, okay? The possibilities are huge right now with what we're doing in activation and weight loss. And this is New Year's. We're all making resolutions and we have a solution for you. So we're inviting you to join the Activate and Thrive in 2025. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here with us. Ashley Locklin, you are phenomenal. I love learning from you, your story, and we're also thrilled that you are here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and thank you for everybody for being here and looking at my before and after photos. It's so embarrassing to share those, but my mentality is if those can help one person, then the embarrassment is worth it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sacrificing that for everyone's benefit. We appreciate it. See you guys.
Recording stopped.
Okay, that was so amazing. So fun. I hope you guys all had a great time with that call. I know we went a little bit longer than we had planned on, but Ashley Locklin is just phenomenal, and it's so fun to just learn from her. And I couldn't see the chat, but I think there was some stuff going on over there. So I will get the replay whenever it's available and post it out there. And I hope that this is a really fun and useful tool for you and your teams and your family. You guys, invite everyone to be a part of this weight loss challenge group. If you are like some of my friends that have joined and bought the GLP-1, they're like, Courtney, I'm not going to win. I only have like 5 or 10 pounds, but I'm like, come be a part of the community, because for me, it's always more fun when I'm doing stuff with my friends. So we want to just invite you, come check it out, get activated and have lots of fun and just elevate your life with us. So see you guys. Bye, everyone.